other thing that I see a lot is people will get into a perfectionist mindset and they feel like, well, I'm a professional company, so I really need to only put out really polished content. And if you're in the digital marketing space, the reality is, especially on social media, that authenticity wins. So it's much better to, be on a roof and be putting out a selfie video from your smartphone consistently every single day than it is to have one polished video that you throw out there a month. Because in general, the way the algorithm works, consistency wins and is rewarded. And more people are going to be able to see your content. You're going to have more visibility if you're consistent with your content. So again, having a long-term vision, building out your brand day after day, making sure you're consistent with that and being authentic. I think one of the other ones too is that I think people are used to, especially in the roofing industry, hopping on Home Advisor, turning on their Home Advisor leads or something and getting, $20 to $40 leads and deciding that that's the best option, when in reality, we know that after time, that's definitely not the best option for sure. And that's definitely not a long-term solution. So investing more in the front end in order to get in front of the right clients, and in front of the right prospects, and attracting the right people, those ideal prospects. So, and some of that means you've got to sit down and figure out exactly who they are. And I think especially when people first start their businesses out, they'll just do business with anybody who calls them, no matter what the call is, if they need a quick patch job or if they need a full replacement or whatever it is. But in reality, the absolute best thing to do to be able to scale your business, to have a long-term plan, is to sit down and figure out who those ideal prospects are, those ideal clients, those ideal projects, whoever that's going to be, whatever that's going to be, and then figure out a plan for actually reaching those people and staying in front of them. So you've got to have a long-term vision for your marketing.
Nice. Yeah, so think on that last point, the Home Advisor deal. And hey, there are companies, and I talked to one last week in the Pacific Northwest, that they figured out how to make the Home Advisor leads work, and they've got a system for it, and they know they said they hate Home Advisor, but they figured out how to make it work. So that's great. So
Sure.
I'm not saying it never works, but like think about it for a second, how you would purchase a roof or a kitchen or a landscaping service, like whatever it is. Like, would you, as a property owner, go to Home Advisor and enter your info and just, get excited to get random phone calls from random contractors who bought your lead? Probably not, right? So like, don't expect your market to do the same thing. Don't expect high quality leads when you're buying them from Home Advisor, which people are putting their information in. They have no idea who you are. You're calling them like pretty cold out of the blue, right? So just like when you're in that, when you're thinking about your marketing, I mean, this goes back to like, it's like something that we teach our kids. It's like, put yourself in the shoes of the other person and think about how they would act and like act accordingly. I think people are just delusional, right? Like it's about, we want to take shortcuts and say, yeah, I just want to buy Home Advisor leads. I'm mad that they don't turn out well, or they're not great, or I just want to run some gimmicky ads. And, oh man, I'm so disappointed they're not working. Marketing sucks. Marketing is a scam. Well, it's like, no, like, would you buy something from that ad that you put out there? Like, when's the last time you went on your phone and you saw some gimmicky ad, put in your contact info, and dropped 10, 15, 20, 30 grand, whatever? Probably never. And like, you expect your market to do that? That's a little bit delusional. Just some tough love there, some real talk. So you've got to really understand, like, who your ideal client is and build a strategy around that. Just want to drive that point home because it's so important. I don't want to see people wasting time, money, and opportunity. Like, it's like, don't go down that path.